What's up, fight fans? This is Kirk DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jake Paul. Get this. Jake Paul states that Tommy Fury will fade after 4. Then I'll stop him. The YouTube star turned boxer Jake Paul, 4-0 with 3 KOs, is very confident in his ability to score a knockout of upcoming opponent Tommy Fury, which is 7-0 with 4 KOs. The two rivals will collide in the main event of the Showtime pay-per-view card December 18th from Amalie Arena in Tampa Bay, Florida. The 24-year-old Paul will face his first pro boxer after winning his first 4 pro bouts against YouTube rival NBA star Nate Robinson and MMA veterans Ben Askren and Tyrone Woodley. Paul went the distance for the first time in August when he won an 8-round decision over Woodley. On that same card, Fury won a 4-round decision over Anthony Taylor. Fury, the 21-year-old younger brother of the WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, will have his older sibling in his corner on fight night. When they finally meet in the ring next month, Paul extends to execute a game plan to tire Fury out and then to stop him in the second half of their 8-round encounter. I will TKO him in the later rounds. He hasn't had a fight past 4, so I think he'll be gassed, Paul said. I think this will be the first time he's getting punched in the face by someone who can actually hit him in the same weight as him. He's always fought smaller guys with losing records, so I think he's going to fade. I know he's going to fade. It's just what round will I get the knockout? 5th, 6th, 7th? Maybe I'll knock him out in the 10th and knock him out in the last 10 seconds of the 8th. But he's hearing that 8th bell ring. I've got 500,000 on the line, and when he loses, he has to change his name to Tummy Fumbles. Those are the words of Jake Paul. Listen. These guys, Jake and Logan, I tell you, they are a force. Regardless of what you feel about them, regardless of what you say about them, they are a force, and they've came into boxing as though they're an increpid cancer. And Jake is a guy that he's a bigger guy. Both of those guys, these are not small guys. And what they do, they feed on weaker links of fighters, or not even fighters. This is the first time he's actually fighting a fighter, but a guy like Tommy Fury, a young guy, pretty much he's a celebrity, a mini celebrity back home. He has a lot to prove. He has to get Jake Paul out of there. And if he gets Jake Paul out of there, more than likely he's going to fight Logan Paul. Logan Paul is the high tier guy that made a lot of success in pay-per-view and streaming numbers when he fought KSI. Okay, that was big. Regardless of what you think, it was big. Then Mayweather gives him steam. That was bigger. So you have a lot of these particular events that made these guys who they are. Okay, and they got the coverage just by them having a platform. Okay, it's no different than a rapper wanting to be an actor. Okay, there's no difference because that rapper has a following, so people are going to want to watch that movie. Okay, where in this case you have Jake Paul that has a huge YouTube following, but then he's knocking guys out, and he wants his community of people, his warm market of people, to see him do exactly that. That's what automatically makes it big, because you have people that never watch boxing anyway, right? Or who surely wouldn't pay for a boxing event to pay for this event just because their YouTuber, Jake Paul or Logan Paul, is fighting. Now, as far as Tommy Fury gassing out, I don't think that's the right approach. And of course, I don't think that's something that you want to say. But of course, we're talking about the Pauls. Pauls say whatever the hell they want to say. They say whatever comes to mind. And what the worst thing about it is, if they prove you wrong, they're going to sit there and even talk more. But expecting Tommy Fury to gas out, I don't think that's the right approach. I think he should be prepared to go 8 rounds with Tommy Fury because, see, even if Jake Paul goes 8 rounds with Tommy Fury, he's went 8 rounds with a legitimate boxer, okay? Regardless of what level, he's still a boxer at the end of the day with fighting heritage. He's not a UFC guy. He's not a retired UFC guy. He's not a basketball player. He is a boxer. So if Jake Paul could go that distance with Tommy Fury, you know, it will be a disgrace to the Furies and it will make them look very, very bad being fighting men. Okay, so him saying that, hey, I will tire him out and then I'll stop him, that's a game plan. That's something like some Muhammad Ali. Hey, I'm going to speak it, I believe it, and I'm going to receive it. You know, all you suckers bow, right? But that's something that sounds like that. But we will see on that day, because this is the first time that Jake Paul has to fight a real boxer. So we'll see if his game plan comes to pass. You guys tell me what you think about the game plan of Jake Paul to knock out Tommy Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.